Ryan, John, have we built a single point of failure into modern firms where firms have traded control for convenience, swapping the in-house systems for cloud speed, but without a contingency if every outage risks disrupting payroll, client work, or compliance deadlines that you've got?
When I was just a wee accountant working on a kind of server-based system, it would probably happen 2 or 3 times a year where it would be an outage of some sort, right? You're stuck, you can't do anything for a while. And because we'd moved into the cloud, we've outsourced that to the cloud providers. It's not our responsibility. And I still think the level of downtime is significantly reduced to back in the old days. So I don't think we've created a single point of failure. We've just transitioned it. I think it still exists. We've just moved it.
Yeah, my initial thoughts was when Ryan was a wee accountant, I wonder if he spent a lot of time counting urinals. But anyway, we do have to have a conversation about resilience. I think the one thing that really stood out to me, though, was that HMRC were down as a consequence of this outage. And the outage that affected AWS was around a data center in the US, not in the UK. The UK data centers were not affected. So I think there's a real fundamental question mark about why is HMRC using a data center in the US and not using a data center in the UK, particularly when they're going to be storing an absolute ton of personal information. We need to be more aware and more pressing of the dangers of having potentially client personal data, our own personal data, sitting on servers that are not in the UK. That is a fundamental part of GDPR, isn't it, in terms of being able to understand and control where your data is kept. There are some provisions around holding it in other places, but I think firms, particularly smaller firms, don't scrutinize this in any way, shape, or form.